easy to set New Year's money resolutions, but it's harder to keep them. So Certified Financial Planner Joe Bert is here with some good practical advice for you. How you doing?
Morning, Tom.
Happy New Year to you.
To you, buddy.
All right, so the first thing you say, and we've talked about this one before, set up an emergency fund.
You got to have it, because if you don't have it, what ends up doing is putting money on a credit card or, heaven forbid, using one of those payday loans. So you need to have an emergency fund. And the best way to do that is to automatically have some money debited out of your checking account going to a savings account on a regular basis. Because if you don't have it in your wallet, don't have it in your checking account, you're not going to spend it.
Look, I know you always say having something is better than nothing, and that should be your goal. But what's the ideal amount? Is there a certain amount of months you should try for?
It really depends on your job security. You know, if you're self-employed, you've got a little different situation than you work for the government, have pretty much a guaranteed job. If you're in that kind of position, usually 3 months of expenses. If you're self-employed or your job may be in jeopardy, maybe 6 months of expenses.
But get it taken out of your paycheck. That's the practical advice.
Get that set aside.
All right, next, saving for college. How do you make this happen?
Well, first of all, you have to figure out how much college is going to cost. And really, the cost of college, as we've talked before, is really going through the roof.
Yeah.
And we strongly recommend that many folks ought to consider going to community colleges. Get those first 2 years out of the way at low expenses, low cost. Be sure your college material, and then look at the 4-year college. And try to stay away from the student loans, because you don't want to graduate. And what you want to look at is what your job prospects are. You know, if you're graduating in one of those degrees that doesn't have a high salary to it, you're going to be paying that for the rest of your life.
And if you go to community college those first 2 years and then get your degree from your dream university, that degrry shows your dream university.
You got it.
So there you go.
10-4.
All right, finally, buying a home. All right, a lot of people say this is the year.
Well, you know, it can be, but then with interest rates being what they are, it's not a bad time to buy a home. But in some cases, the American dream could be the American nightmare. And you want to look at how long are you going to be living in that house. If you're in a position where you change jobs on a regular basis or you get transferred, you're going to be there less than 3 to 5 years, it oftentimes doesn't make sense to buy a house. The cost of selling that house and the cost of all the things going and maintaining a house, you're better off renting until you know you're going to be in a situation, be the same place for a long number of years.
All right, so in this new year, where can people find you if they want more?
Easy, Tom. Just Google me, Joe Bert, B-E-R-T, 2 words.
All right, Happy New Year. Good to see you.